The commission that draws political boundaries for state House and Senate seats will vote on maps this afternoon, but that will not be the end of the story. Dennis Owens joins us live this afternoon at the state capitol to explain. Good afternoon, Dennis.
Good afternoon, James. I'm going old school here with the phone because I've had an AirPod malfunction. But as you said, today is the day. First things first, at 1 o'clock, the Pennsylvania Legislative Reapportionment Commission, the 5 members, will vote on so-called final maps. These maps are, again, for the state House and Senate, not the congressional maps. Critics have pointed out that the maps will be voted on this afternoon. Before they've been released to the public, they complain that there's a lack of transparency there. Now, within the past hour, one of those critics and a guy who's on the commission, House Republican leader Kerry Benninghoff, released his own map that he says is more fair, with fewer splits to communities and more responsive to minority voters. He will introduce it as an amendment at today's meeting, though it is unlikely to move forward. He made clear, however, he will be a no vote on that so-called final map.
The final map, in my opinion, lessens rural voices. The final map strengthens the role of political insiders in determining who legislators are, thereby lessening the voice of the people.
Now, once approved, we should point out there is a 30-day window where people can object to the maps that are voted on today. Those objections will go to the state Supreme Court. We should note that the state Supreme Court, which also has the congressional maps, by the way, the state Supreme Court's makeup is 5-2 Democrat. I'm old school here, James, but I can hear you through this thing we call a telephone.
All right, well, since you can hear me, Dennis, can you just explain to everyone whose eyes may be glazing over all this map talk, what is different about this map debate and the one that we've been talking about in previous weeks?
Well, nothing's really different. They're trying to settle on a map that they can all agree on. That's what the fight is. So there's 2 separate maps. One's the congressional map. That's going from 18 seats to 17. That's in the Supreme Court. This is the Legislative Reapportionment Commission. If people object over the next 30 days, and they will, it goes to the Supreme Court. They will not redraw those state House and Senate seats, however. They'll kick it back to the commission to do a better job. Or they may not. They may just say that the map that gets approved today, good to go. That map and the congressional map, once approved, will stand for the next 10 years. And remember, James, we've been talking about it for weeks, months, even a year. Light is at the end of the tunnel. We are getting toward the finish line in the entire process.
Very good. And I want to be like my mentor, so I'm going to have my phone up here, too. All right, Dennis, I can hear you loud and clear. Thank you very much for that live report this afternoon.